The Artemis 2 crew celebrating a successful return to Earth and a major milestone in space exploration while inspiring a new generation just as we get ready to mark America's 250th birthday. Our next guest spoke at the event. Joining us now, Congressman Brian Babin. So great to have you with us this morning. So tell us about the event yesterday, first of all, and tell us about you got to meet the astronauts.
Oh, absolutely, Charlie. Great to be with you this morning. And I'd actually met them many times before, but I had the great privilege and honor of just having a lot to do. I was at the launch last week in KSC at Cape Canaveral. I got to speak with them while they were still about 150,000 miles out. That was their attitudes, their confidence. It was just so encouraging to be able to talk to these people, these four young folks, and then to be at Johnson Space Center in my district, by the way, when they re-entered the atmosphere, which is the hardest part of any mission, and then going back and welcoming them back to Johnson Space Center. I met them out at Ellington yesterday with the big crowd, and could not be more proud of these four young, three Americans and one Canadian. Yes. And let me tell you something, getting out there to space, that's a tough job. And when we get home safely, that proves that we're ready for the next step. And whether we like it or not, Charlie, we are in a space race with China. They have every intention of beating us, and we can't let that happen. Yeah,
well, it's truly extraordinary. You've got four of the smartest humans on planet Earth, and yet they come back and they're so humble, and they're filled with this kind of childlike wonderment that is truly, truly inspiring, as you say. Meanwhile, I wanted to ask you about this one clip. There's one astronaut in Congress, Senator Mark Kelly. This was his description about the importance of how you put together a crew. I want to play this and get your reaction to it.
Sure.
The last thing I would want in a space shuttle crew would be 7 white guy, U.S. Navy test pilots like me. It would be a disaster. And let me tell you why. The reason it would be a disaster is because we all think the same.
So this is a guy who spent his life in science. He comes to Washington and suddenly thinks that people think with their epidermis, apparently.
Hey, I didn't know anything about that clip. I've never heard him say that until now. But let me just tell you, I totally 100% disagree with that. This country is made up of millions and millions and millions of people. And we have to get away from this racial thing. The race card is played every other minute. And quite frankly, look, I don't want to come on this. This was a bipartisan effort to get around to the moon, the farthest any humans have ever been. It makes no difference what color their skin is, for goodness sakes. We've got to get back to a meritocracy. And anyway, that's very disappointing because I know the man has had a great career as an astronaut.
Yeah, indeed.
I totally disagree with him, Charlie.
Keeping it to science is probably the best thing. Congressman, thank you so much for what you've done to help this program, and thank you for coming on our program. Great to see you.
Onward to the moon, Mars, and beyond.
There we go.
Thank you.